Fast forward to this morning, and the ink is drying on President Donald Trump's executive order to dismantle the Department of Education.
Our DC correspondent Natalie Dominguez brings us more details live from the nation's capital. Good morning, Natalie.
It's been less than 24 hours since President Trump signed an executive order that aims to minimize the Department of Education. The question now remains, what services will be dismantled and what will the department look like moving forward?
My administration will take all lawful steps to shut down the department. We're going to shut it down and shut it down as quickly as possible.
Signed in a White House ceremony surrounded by school children, Trump's order, titled Improving Education Outcomes by Empowering Parents, States, and Communities, calls for redistributing federal education functions to the states. However, completely eliminating the department requires a vote in Congress, and it's unclear if lawmakers will support it.
We're going to be returning education very simply back to the states where it belongs.
While the order outlines a plan to scale back the department, details on how federal education programs will be relocated remain unclear.
Well, certainly the executive order did not specify what happens with any of the departments within education. So we are looking at where best those departments could be located.
The order promises to preserve statutorily protected programs, including student loans, Pell Grants, and special education funding. However, the administration has sent mixed messages about how those services will be managed.
The president's executive order directed Linda McMahon to greatly minimize the agency. So when it comes to student loans and Pell Grants, those will still be run out of the Department of Education.
Although the press secretary affirmed the same was true for Title I funding and special needs resources, the president himself contradicted this in his own statement.
Title I funding and resources for children with special disabilities and special needs, they're going to be preserved in full and redistributed to various other agencies and departments.
This uncertainty has added to the concerns of educators and policymakers like President of the American Federation of Teachers, Randy Weingarten, calling the situation surprising. How these programs will continue to be administered without a centralized department is still up in the air. Reporting for Caplin News from Washington, D.C., I'm Natalie Dominguez.